leash, the leash. The leash is loose enough to feel like autonomy. The looks watered down in a tenement kitchenette. The leash is loose enough to feel like autonomy, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, money is here if you want it.
What up, Max? Loop Sessions, DMV, number 27. We going in. Shout out to Taylor on the crate. Yeah. Shout out to Beauty PL on this.
The leash, the leash, the leash. The leash is loose enough to feel like autonomy. The looks watered down in a tenement kitchenette. The leash is loose enough to feel like autonomy, but you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, money is here if you want it, and they love it when you flaunt it. Yes, you will find as you're forfeiting all your power. Applause gets louder. So what I really wanna know is,
What's up, P Crafter? You know what I'm saying? In the house. Yeah, Max. You know what I'm saying? You let me know when we ready to start things off. Yeah, this crate was dope.
brother, don't know about that. My whole family knows how to act. We don't shake hands that are dripping with blood. Check out the song of the South Bluebirds. Face down in plantation mud, so don't smile so wide for that lens. Crosshairs are not your friends. Click, click, the crystal you smell, the crystal you drank, dragging your knuckles to
Yeah, y'all. Hope y'all doing good out there. You know, yeah, we about to start things off. We about to get into it with the founder of Loop Sessions DMV, Mags. You know what I'm saying? For any of the new folks out there, you send your request to go live if you made a beat. You know what I'm saying? We play the beats first. I mean, okay.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm good. What's up, everybody? How we doing?
I like the glasses.
Thank you. I thought
Yeah.
I'd put these on because I'm undoing my braids. So like it's giving fro. Gotta pull out these 1970s dad glasses to go with the look.
Yeah, it's giving I'm making beats in a library.
Very bad, you know. Mm.
Yes. So how are things?
Ah, this entire city is like suffering major outages like everywhere because of the frozen rain from the other day. So like across Montreal, I think across Quebec as a whole. So like for those who don't know or don't live in Quebec, we got some freezing rain on like Wednesday or Tuesday, sometime this week. And when I say freezing rain, I mean like there was ice on the ground, there was the ice in the trees, all the branches were frozen, trees were falling. And then all throughout this week, it's just been power outages, like phones, internet down, all that stuff. Luckily for me, my apartment is fine, but I had to go to work twice this week, which is an hour away by transit. only to find out that don't nothing fucking work, and then I had to go my ass home.
Damn, that's wild.
So yeah,
Um,
so I had a day off yesterday and today.
that's lit.
Yeah, and I have Monday off too because of Easter. So it's
Oh
like
shit,
a
niggas on vacation.
little vacation, you know. I just feel bad for my friends who don't live in this neighborhood because my neighborhood seemingly is fine because Ville-Marie doesn't seem to have the same problems as other places. Like my bandmate didn't have no internet. Some people are still without power. Some people have been without power for like the last 2-3 days, and like people have just been like huddling in like metro stations or like the malls or like going over to each other's friends' houses to like just be able to like have a hot shower. You know what I mean? So like this weather is very crazy.
Yeah.
It's very, very crazy.
Shout out
Which
to
is why you
y'all.
guys should only come up here in the summer.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess, since you were inside, this is a perfect time to make a beat for this crate.
Yes. And you know what's so funny? It happened so fast too. Like I listened to the album. First of all, shouts to Taylor for picking this album and how like the interview with Beauty Pill happened as well. Like I was so excited to find out that they're from DC because when I was growing up, I was listening to a lot of this kind of music. Obviously, I was listening to like, you know, some punk rock like Paramore, but also some of like the more alternative, like kind of cynical, nerdy kind of music like the Postal Service. And I was like, if I had like this kind of music or like MGMT, you know what I mean? If I had this kind of music when I was growing up.
Damn, I haven't heard that in a minute.
MGMT, I associate with the DMV now because back when I was living there a few years ago, and especially during the pandemic, whenever I would go on my little walks, I would listen to MGMT. I would listen to Kid Cudi. I would like re-enter my emo Aspen Hill phase and just like relive my teen years. You know what I mean? And this album fit that like audio aesthetic so much for me. So it was so cool, especially to have like a Black man leading this band. It was really, really great. So I was just like, oh, this is so cool. And like the lyrics are so quirky and cynical, but also like, oddly specific and very poetic at the same time. And I watched a Tiny Desk of theirs the other day too, and I was like,
oh wow.
Oh yeah. And like there were these other songs that were not on this album that I like had to go and check out because I was like, this is hilarious. It's like literally one song about like a South African barista and how they want to be this barista's favorite customer because they want to like be able to like speak the language or pronounce their name properly or something like that. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious and oddly specific.
That's pretty right. Yeah, this like album was definitely political. And yeah, like you said, like it definitely took me back to my like teenage punk, like rock, like just like damn, like I just I like you said, I wish I would have listened to this album when it came out. But I'm still listening to it now, and it's a fucking gem.
Yeah, I've been listening to it nonstop, and like obviously the song that you were playing just now is like the standout of the album because it's not like any of the other songs that are like played like instrumentally. This is like the one song that they use significantly that has a sample, and I wasn't sure at first because like I heard like the little talky bits and I was like, this sounds like something off of like PBS or like Sesame Street or some shit. And then reading the interview, I was like, oh, okay, this is like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah,
which makes
I heard
sense.
it immediately. I was like, oh yeah, this is that nigga Mr. Rogers.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I was like, hold up, this is kind of cool.
Riendes, friends.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's giving Mr. Rogers very much so. So I was super stoked for the crate. It kind of made me nervous just because this is one of those crates where I enjoyed listening to it so much that I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, especially because we haven't had a lot of rock crates at all. In fact, I think this is our first because all the other ones that we've done were like folk music, funk music, experimental music. Like the closest thing we've ever had to rock was when we did that crate with Amplify Music VA, and each person like picked a song. And there's some country music, but I don't think we've ever had any like rock music. Definitely not any punk rock music. So I was like thinking in terms of like as a beat maker, it's like, oh, are people gonna like find like, you know, those empty spaces that they can like chop up and blah blah blah. But also it's part of the challenge, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I was like interpreting it, and I ended up using like the second song off the
Okay.
album, and then the last song.
The second.
So Terrible Things, and then I forget what the other one was called, but it's giving like punk kids in a skate park with their Arizona cans, but also like hacking the mainframe kind of tease.
Okay, that's I like that aesthetic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I
Lifeguard is what it's called. The second song is called Lifeguard. Yes, that one.
personally.
But yes, that's the aesthetic. That's what it's giving.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, like with my joint, I did Lifeguard in wintertime.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
Immediately when I heard the song, I wanted to do something with it, but I still listened through the other songs. Won't You Be Mine would have been the
And
track
that's the
I
thing,
probably would
right?
have used
And
if
when I heard that song, I was like, all them niggas is gonna go through that one because that one has the most
yeah.
obvious chunk.
But it sounds so
It
good though.
sounds really good. Like the riff is good. Like whoever produced that joint, like did what had to be done.
That shit is so nice. But yeah, I took Lifeguard in the wintertime and just pretty much did like sort of like a slow down chop the screw version of it. I don't know, that's what it was giving when I heard it. So that's what I did.
Very
I had no idea what I was gonna do, but
But I
when
think
I heard
that's what
I heard.
a lot of people do with like songs like this is like they'll either like slow it down or speed it up, which sounds stupid when I say it because that's literally what the process of sampling most music is. But especially because it's music that has a lot of like drums in it, so you could do something really deep and heavy with the slowed down percussion in the back, or you could do something like really high energy, which is like kind of like more industrial drum and bass, which is what I ended up doing kind of. So it's always very interesting to see what kind of methods people use to sample different kinds of music, because it's easier to sample like funk or orchestral music because of like the way it's composed and it allows for more spaces. But when you're sampling stuff like this that is already like very like concentrated with like, you know, obviously the vocals and all the different instrumentations at a certain pace, you really have to get creative with it. So I feel like if you can make a really sick beat out of like a punk rock like album, that that should be a show of like how sharp your like beat making chops are, you know?
I agree. I couldn't say it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I agree with that statement. Um, I mean, shit. Since we're talking about, you know, showing beat chops, um, should we get into it? Should we get into your beat? Okay.
We did. Okay, do you want to play my beat first or yours first?
No, no,
'Cause
no.
I think we always start with mine.
But that's how it should be. We should start off with you, and then we can go into me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All
yes,
right,
of
fair
course.
enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah. So I guess we about to get into your beat. Um, is there anything else that you wanted to say before we get into it?
Well, listen, it's Bandcamp Friday, so everyone can go visit Strange Fruits. That's FROOTS, like the cereal. Strangefruits.bandcamp.com. Y'all can cop our music, support us while we're trying to record some new music, because recording new music costs money.
Okay.
You know, so help us out. But other than that, do you have anything that you want to plug, promote, or share with the people?
Um, well, I mean, yeah, it's Bandcamp, so you can check my shit out. There's shit on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. um, well, without further ado, let's get into your beat, and we will talk to you for the nightcap
Nike.
ESPN
Yes.
Sports Center recap of the night. Just like that.
Yes. All right, yo. I'll see y'all in the chat then.
All right, bro.
Right. Right. Let's get into it.
All right.
Yes.
Peace. All right, y'all. This is Max's beat. Wow. I mean, the beat speaks for itself. But that was definitely giving what Max said it was giving. I if I heard that in the club, I would go bananas. Yeah, it's giving dance the night away type vibes. Shout out to Max on that. I don't know how I'm supposed to go after that. Yeah, that track was amazing. Yeah, but like I said, I don't know how I'm supposed to go after that, but I'm about to.
Let's take a dive from the diving board. You would dive into dry porcelain with a dive from the diving board. You would dive into dry porcelain with rusty paint, turning the basin floor from baby blue to dirty cinnamon. Of course, with your festive blood, which would turn blind dark in the evening air. It would be a wholly different experience.
So yeah, that was like kind of like the complete opposite of what Max did. Like Max went high tempo. I was like, nah, we about to slow this shit all the way down. Um yeah. Um yeah, I just wanted some trippy shit. But yeah, we about to get into it. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. Um we about to go out to Taylor. And yeah, talk to them about this. Great. Like, this joint was yeah, this was such a good pick. I had a lot of fun with it, and I think everybody else had a lot of fun with this crate. So yeah.
That's the wrong way. Here I am. I don't know why I feel like it's not the first time that's happened to me.
Yeah. It actually happens all the time to people. So you're not the only one.
That's good.
How you doing?
I'm good. The tracks have been so I'm just so excited about this crate, and it's really cool to hear what you're doing with it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, like I know. I thank you for this because it's like I don't know. It's been a while since I just like listened to a whole album of this type of music. So it's just like I was just like so nostalgic with it and like wishing that I would have heard it in 2003. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. Tell us more about why you picked this crate.
Yeah. So I picked this crate because I heard that this record was getting reissued. I was working on an interview with Chad Clark, who's the frontman of Beauty Pill, back in January when Mags asked me, about curating a crate, and so it was sort of perfect timing because it's like, oh, this is local, and this is kind of a spacey record, even for like a rock record. There's room here to work,
Yeah.
and so I thought it would be cool to do, and I think I was right.
Yeah, most definitely. It's so good. And like you said, you did an interview too. That's like really cool. Like, so you really got to like know the artist for real.
It was neat. Yeah, I got to talk to Chad and also to Ryan Nelson, who was the drummer in Beauty Pill when this record came out, and that was really neat. I got to talk to both of them at different times, and I talked to Chad before because Beauty Pill is still active. They put out an EP a couple of years ago that I got to interview with him about that when that was going on in 2021 or so, and yeah, it just so happened that it came back around. I was able to cover this for the city paper, the reissue of their first record from 2003. And it's been really cool because there's been a lot of critical appraisal of this record, which has been really nice because, of course, at the time it didn't make much of an impact. It was, kind of, if you read reviews from 2003, a lot of people were very dismissive of it in a way where you look back and you kind of shake your head. It's like, there's all kinds of reasons you might not like the record, even this record, to see people not liking. But the specific way in which a lot of critics, and particularly white critics, wrote about this record, it really gets to you. Reading it back, it's like there's some issues there.
Damn, that's wild. But it's interesting because I feel like, especially with the lyrics, they're very political. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They're not really like not talking about very serious things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's like it's interesting to hear that the critics talk so bad about this album from like from the lyrics to the music to everything. It's like so well done. But I feel like maybe that was the reason why people weren't really like, oh, this is because I could feel like 2003, and you're talking about like these type of like racism, patriarchy, and shit, in like in rock kind of realm.
yeah.
Now I understand why they're like, oh no, this is garbage. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments through reviews. People are like, well, I don't really know what this is about, but it's not a very good record. And it's like, do you really not know what it's about, or are you willfully not paying attention, or you don't want to engage with it, or what,
Mm.
But
Wow. That's cool. I appreciate
obviously,
that. Like, that's so cool that you like let us know about like how it was received back then, because it makes sense. Like, I do feel like it was like really ahead of its time, when it came out. So
Yeah,
to hear that like you know it's being reissued and like people are like, yo, this is nice, you
it's
know,
the kind of
is kind of cool.
thing where, to be honest, to be frank, it was probably a very small number of people who sort of are responsible for it having, the lukewarm response that it did the first time. You're talking about when it was like a handful of bloggers who could really have an impact on a band's trajectory in the early 2000s, right? It's the peak of
It
Pitchfork's
really was like
pitfall.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then it's
Like
like for years after it came out, there were plenty of fans. There were plenty of people who heard this record and knew, oh, there's something here. This is worth paying attention to. But it just so happened that there was a small, cohort of people who were able to sort of um, push things a different direction. And so finally, it's like all the fans sort of, I think, won out in the end.
mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and it's like good music speaks for itself. So it's like,
Yeah.
whatever people are gonna say, whatever they're gonna say, but yeah, the music speaks for itself. Yeah, so you made a track as well.
I did.
So how did that feel? Like you donated the crate and made a track, you know what I'm saying? Was it a hard like kind of choice?
Yeah, it was really like, well, the choice wasn't that hard. I've ever since I've sort of proposed this, I had an idea of where I wanted to go with it. And in the end, I didn't do anything too transformative. I really, really love the acoustic guitar on the song, Prison Song. I just think it's just
Uh,
gorgeous, gorgeous acoustic guitar. And so it's just a beautiful song. And I didn't mess with it too much. I took that guitar passage and just sort of put some things around it. And I recorded some vocals, and I did a couple of different sections. And it's just the kind of thing where it was like, I didn't even change the BPM. I didn't do very much, in terms of making it something else. But you know, I knew going into it that just I wanted to focus in on that guitar.
that's what's up. Like that's cool because like when I heard that song too, that was another song that I was like, I really would want to loop this guitar. But even the lyrics, like, talking about like prison, like I just feel like people really weren't talking about stuff like that in 2003, like,
Yeah,
mainstream
and it's
wise. So
so personal. It's like it's what I love about songs like that is a lot of times, Chad's lyrics are very, they are very abstract and they are very about the political issue. And then other times there's a song like this that is on the personal level,
mhm.
where it's like this has a political, you know, uh, there's a connotation and there's a resonance, there's a political resonance to
Yeah,
it, but it's so very direct and personal and sort of embodied.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that 100%. Um, yeah, that's so cool. Um, well, I'm excited to get into your
Oh,
track.
Mags Mags wanted me to say something because back when I talked to Chad about the reissue and I asked for his permission to use this record in the sampling
Mhm.
crate, um, he said something that Mags wanted me to pass along, which is, you know, that he's really he is just a great appreciator of sampling and of hip hop, and he was telling me that there's an underground hip hop band called Atmosphere that did a track called Smart Went Crazy, which was the name of Chad's band he was in before Beauty Pill, and he says that because of that, he says, I'm going to start quoting here. There's an affection for Smart Went Crazy as a source of samples in the underground hip hop world, which is cool to me because I have way more affection for hip hop than I do for indie rock. I'm extremely pro sampling. I hope that's obvious. I love the collage. It's what I do almost every day. Sorry, my cat is also headbutting my hand while I'm trying to read this very good quote. Anyway, he's talking. So he told me a little bit about his process and how sampling is part of it. I start with a song idea that comes from my head, and then I graft sounds to it like paper mache. I find a piece of orchestral music I can bend into the shape of what I'm doing. I come to the band with a demo that's largely me synthesizing this electronic collage, and then I present it to my rock band, and then they take it apart and we make it something more three-dimensional. I have a deep respect for hip hop, and it always makes me happy when someone comes and asks to sample something. So wanted to make that known.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Like, wow. Oh yeah, shout out to Magnanimous in the chat. Shout out to Mosaic who popped through.
Yes, hello,
Um,
Mosaic.
but that's pretty wild. That's really dope that he was like, yo, sample this. Like, and it's cool to hear that his artistic process includes sampling
Yeah,
for real, to even get to, which is like pretty wild, which is cool. Even like in making rock music is like, yeah, I'm still sampling. Um,
yeah.
like that's wild. Shout out to Max for putting that little tidbit in our ears. Yeah. Um, what else? Oh yeah. Is there anything that you wanted to plug?
I the only thing I really want to plug is that I would also recommend if anybody heard the crate and liked the record. Mags alluded to there's another Beauty Pill record called Beauty Pill Describes Things as They Are, which came out in 2015. That is also just a really excellent record, and I think it's a record where you can hear a lot more the influence of sampling. There's the one song on this record that's very sample based, but I think the next record is a little bit more clear where that's coming through, and it's also just an outstanding record. So that's my plug: is listen to the Beauty Pill catalog.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Um, well, if nothing further, we can hop into your beats
All right.
that you use for this. But again, we thank you again for providing this crate and putting me on. And I'm sure you put a lot of other people on to this really great music. And it's so dope, DC too. So yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me and for the opportunity. It was so awesome to get to do this.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, like shout out to you for real. Like
Thank you.
yeah. Well, cool. Well, we're about to get into your track. Hope you have a great rest of your
All right.
night. Um,
You too. I'll be around.
yeah, we'll see you in the chat. All right. Peace.
All right. Take care.
All right, y'all. We're about to get into this track. Yeah, whoever wants to go next, make yourself known in the Chisel chat. And yeah, let's get it done. Yeah, I agree with you, Mosaic. That joint was real groovy. That joint was real groovy. Like I loved it, especially at the end. Ah. That shit was dope. Two old cat Taylor coming in through in the clutch with the dope crate. Um, yeah. So obviously, y'all see how we doing it for Loop Sessions DMV number 27. So many different rhythms that we're hearing from this crate. We went to some, club type, you know what I'm saying? We're dancing all night type music. Went on a slow vibe, you know what I'm saying? Went on a groovy vibe. Like, we're about to go everywhere tonight, you know what I'm saying? An end credit scene. That's what's up. So yeah, bruh. Did anybody say they wanted to go next? Okay, yeah, Sam, you wanna go next? You can we definitely go out to you then. We definitely go out to you. I don't know, what was that? um bet.
What's
Yep.
good?
Oh, what's going on?
Back.
You back in it?
How's everything going?
Everything's
Back
going well. How are you doing?
I'm actually doing pretty all right. I literally like just came back from work. Let me tell you how the story how I made this beat,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
So like
please.
I had what's it called? Like usually when I plan things, I put in like, a bunch of things in like my daily planner. I'm just like, you know what, like do this loop sessions, create, like look at the music and everything like that, then do your homework, do et cetera, go to work, go to school, et cetera, right?
Yeah.
Tell me why that like I look at my schedule like, oh, Thursday already went by. Oh, today's Friday. Oh, I got work too. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna utilize my break. So I didn't get to listen to the record. I feel so bad. But from what I heard, it's that heat. It's that heat for sure. Nah, but how's everything in your life going for real? How's everything going right?
Everything's going pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Just taking it one day at a time, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we can do. That's what we can do for real.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm doing
Okay.
well, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good. Like it's springtime out here, so the cherry blossoms that's
Oh,
like one of my favorite parts of being in the DMV is
oh,
cherry blossom.
cherry blossoms are crazy. There's some like posted up near my house and everything. It's like you just wake up, you hear the birds, you see like this big ass blossom tree. It's like, damn, that's not supposed to be there. That shit
Yeah.
look cool. Like, it's like, it's like really, really good shit. It's like, I just like the springtime. It's like not as horrendously hot as the summer, but not like depressing and dreary like the cold. It's like, we're back for real. Like the summer, like the spring is back, and then just like that, we back.
I love that description of it. We back because that's exactly how it feels. It's like, all right, it's like
Like, we are
starting
so-
to get hot now. The cherry blossoms are blooming, you know?
Yeah, I'm about to say, but yeah. So my process making this record, I'm not gonna lie. I was in the break room. I had an hour lunch. I had this crazy jollof rice that my mom made. I put it in the mic. I opened my Mac. I sign up for this. I sign up for the thing. I get the crate. I pick a song. I listen to like half of it. My break is like an hour long. I'm like, what's it called? A few minutes into it. Immediately start getting to it. And made something pretty unique, if I would say. And I was using my MacBook. It was like it was dead. I had to borrow a power bank and everything like that. It was crazy. Like my CPU was it was going all right. That shit was like, I had to make some adjustments. Like there's Jollof. I see you in the chat. Jollof, the greatest food ever.
It really
But,
is, yo. I love Jollof so fucking much. And I'm so happy that you had to let us know that it started with Mama's Jollof.
Yep. That's how it started. That is literally the only reason why I was able to, Ghana. We from Ghana out here. Yes. Nah, but like, that jollof got me crazy times, y'all. It got me through some crazy times. But yeah, like shout out mom, shout out jollof, like greatest food ever. Like everyone at work be saying like, oh, your food be smelling crazy in a good way, and it's like yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. But yeah, no.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Ghana. You know what I'm saying?
To Ghana for real. Like I need to go back. Like I went there when I was 4. That was it. We need to go back again.
Shit, take me with you.
Real. That's so real. Like, trip to Accra, I got you. 2025.
You know, shit.
Hey, nah, but like, nah, but real shit. So the record, I had heard the story about what happened with the record and how it got like negatively reviewed when it first came out. Not because of the actual like, you know, record itself, the production or anything, but because of the message. Because like, here's the thing. Back in 2003, when you was doing something that had like a really, really different message from what everyone was putting out there and things that people will like kind of like deny like that is like, you know, true or anything like that, they like back then, like a few people, all they needed was just a little bit of power, kills the potential of like growth in terms of like certain artists. I'm pretty sure there are records out there that just because they say like a certain message is like, okay, we're gonna invalidate everything about you, and you're screwed. You're cooked. Let's hope your fan base cares about you, but you're cooked. And that's pretty much how things worked. And it really sucks. But I'm so glad that because they said earlier like the fans really like won in the end. The fans really helped them out in the end because like, you know, good music does in fact speak for itself. You know, when you put so much time, effort, and energy into, you know, just crafting stuff and making things that are like, whether you want to spread a message or whether you want to just like tell everyone to have a good time, et cetera, you know, it really takes a lot of time, effort, and honestly heart when it comes to producing music. But yeah, I mean, frankly, I should have listened to the whole record. It sounds beautiful from what I've heard. Y'all were talking about like, oh, I should have heard this back in 2003. Yeah, I need to tap back in. But you know, like we got community college. I got a calculus test that's due. So it's great, okay? But yeah, it is not.
Yeah, no, that's real. Calculus ain't no joke.
Calculus, math is no joke.
Yeah.
Look, there's some people out there that's like, they're like, oh, I love math so much. I can solve like quantitative reasoning while juggling like, you know, like tennis balls. And I'm like sitting here like,
Nah,
like,
that's
you know,
real.
like,
That's real. Well then, you know what I'm saying? We about to I guess wait, did you have anything that you wanted to plug?
Oh yeah. I have what's it called? I have what's it called? An actual Kickstarter that I want to plug. There's this one show. There's this one what's it called? Let me quickly pull up the thing. Pen Pals. It's called Pen Pals Forever, right? And it's like this series that is like, you know, in development or like it's getting like funding through Kickstarter. Let me show you what this shit look like. It's crazy. There's this artist on Twitter named Puka Noodles. Let me go on Twitter real quick. Yeah, so yeah, this is pretty much like, it's almost like a magical girl type show. It's almost like gives a vibe as like Sailor Moon for kids type, and it's so fucking awesome. Like it looks so
dope.
cool. Like I saw some of the concept art. Like if I go to the Kickstarter right here, it's like that shit raised like 50K, which is crazy. I hope it reaches the goal for real. But yeah, nah, this show looks so interesting. The creator of this show actually worked on like Infinity Train and stuff like that, like for Cartoon Network. I don't know if you've heard about that show, but that is one of my favorite shows of all time. Like that shit was crazy. But yeah, like the characters are really cool. Like, you know, the hair designs, just the outfit designs, like the magic powers and stuff like that. This shit looks crazy. And I hope the pilot can get made. I hope like, you know, this project goes out the ground. But just in case for the people who are watching, the show's called Pen Pals Forever. And then what is another thing I wanted to plug? Another thing I want to plug. Damn, I'm really on my cartoon shit today. It is let me see. The final episode of Owl House. I don't know if y'all watched that shit, but the final episode for anyone who's watching it, it drops tomorrow. For context, is this show right here. So like, yeah, this show, if you watch the Owl House, the episode airs tomorrow, final episode dropping tomorrow. Like this shit crazy. Another one of my favorite Disney Channel shows. That shit is insane. Like I fuck with cartoons so heavily. Like look at this. I got my SP thing right here. I'm him for real. But yeah, that was the shit I wanted to plug today for real. But yeah, no,
that's
again,
what's up.
Yeah, thank you so much for, you know, putting this together, because genuinely I really like cooking. I really like, you know, making, like, just using my creative energy, you know, to output things that like the world can hear. And I really oh yeah, Mosaic, if you fuck with Owls, you're gonna love the Owls for real. But yeah, genuinely I really appreciate that like there is a space for creatives, and the fact that even that we're doing this online, like I got like I got work and stuff like that, and I want to try to pop up to one of the what's it called, physical loop sessions. But I really appreciate the fact that we have like this flexibility. Also rest in peace, I'm not doing, just wanted to show but yeah,
Yeah.
so
R.I.P.
I'm really appreciative. R.I.P. for real. I'm really appreciative that y'all are what's it called, making this like so accessible for people to be able to make a beat and submit it. I really appreciate that shit. And yeah.
Most stuff. Well, it's always a pleasure talking with you, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Likewise.
you know what I'm saying? If nothing further, we about to get into your beat.
All right.
All right.
Talk to y'all. Peace out, y'all.
Have a good rest of your night.
Thank you. Likewise.
Peace. All right, y'all. We about to get into this beat. Wow. Wow. Shout out to Sam on that one. Beat was wild. Yeah, make sure y'all check out Pen Pals Forever and The Owl House. Apparently good cartoons. I gotta check them out. I fuck with cartoons too. But shout out to Sam on this beat. Like that joint was vicious. Like, oh yeah, you can always email it. I mean, yeah, whenever. Email it and we can play it. Even if you can't go live, you know what I'm saying? We can definitely play your beat. Yeah, Sam, that joint was fire. I think shout out to Grimalkin and Elias on the chat too. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all are at the event, but we can still play your beat. But yeah, make sure y'all send y'all's requests to go live if you made a beat. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to go next? Since y'all ain't sending y'all's requests. Or maybe y'all are and Instagram is just tripping. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, who wants to go? This, you know what I'm saying? Should we go out to okay, we'll go out to Delaware then. We'll go to oh yeah, y'all remember it's not DC has been removed from the DMV. It's Delaware, Maryland, Virginia now. If y'all aren't hip.
Delmarva, baby.
That shit was such a cool video. Like,
Yeah, that was honestly pretty ridiculous. I've never really done any April Fools like pranks, really. So that was
yeah,
pretty funny
no,
for me.
that it was cool. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, this is fucking hilarious. Like,
shit.
But yeah,
That's
how you
great.
doing?
That's great. I am doing all right. I'm doing all right. How are you? It's been a kind of like
Yeah,
rainy
it was
day.
kind
How's
of
your day been?
rainy, but it was cool. I was able to like work outside today, even though it like rained a little bit, but it was still kind of like therapeutic. Because I was like in like a forest. So,
Yes.
yeah, it was pretty cool hearing the birds and
Hey,
shit. Um,
I love that.
the birds be
Yes,
trippy
yes,
as fuck.
yes. Look, when there's not like a whole lot of other sounds, you can just hear like nature going off. Yo, there's nothing like that. Like there's literally no like I love music. Like I fucking love music, but there's nothing like that. It's why I have to sample
Yeah,
that shit so
no,
often.
I agree 1000%. Um,
Like my phone's like the my phone, all of the like just sound recordings, there's so many sound recordings in my phone because it's just every, you know what I mean, you just walking by something, oh shit, you just gotta pull it out and just hit record for the next minute or two, or maybe, you know, sometimes longer if you got to get the
that is
whole
true. You
atmosphere,
kind
like
of do got to get the
yeah,
atmosphere. And I
yeah.
have a shit ton of recordings of just birds. Actually, when I was in Houston last week and the birds were so loud, it woke me up out of my sleep. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna record y'all niggas since you woke me up. Like,
It said, "Oh, see, I just want to be yelling at me. We gonna have to. This gonna have to be like a symbiotic relationship."
them shit just as loud as fuck. And it's just like, all right, whatever. It's fine. But it was dope though. Um, birds
Oh
are
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. True.
Delmarva,
So
baby,
real. So
home
real.
to Steven
I'm
Universe. Okay.
right. Yeah.
Oh
What's that?
shit, it
Rehoboth Beach. That's
is.
kind of like where that universe kind of happens. Isn't that kind of
It
wild,
is
right?
Rehoboth.
Yeah. That I'm trying to tell y'all. This is the most important state ever. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like laughing because it was like you're like oh my god, that was hilarious. Um, but
Oh.
we getting a bird diss track. Um,
Nah, nah,
it's
nah,
all
nah, nah. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
um,
It's
yeah,
all love.
yeah,
But
this
this
album is
album
dope.
was love too. Like Taylor, thank
Yeah,
you. This was a really good album.
me
I had
neither.
never heard of this band before. Completely unheard of in my world. And when I first like opened the crate, looked at the artwork, I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. And I was like, let me just Google it before I even got around to listening to it. And one of the first things that kind of comes up is like that Pitchfork review, and I was like, damn, yo, they really going in on them. Like
I
they
gotta
do not like
read
this.
this shit, bro. I
I was like, I was like, they really don't. And I just wanted to find out some more information. So, and I was also kind of just moving kind of fast today, just because that's sometimes how the brain works. Just moving kind of fast, and so then I saw this another article, and I'm reading through that one, and I just, as soon as I got on the page, I started scrolling down really fast, just like skimming, skimming, skimming. I was like, wait, slow down. Go back up to the top, and then I see that Taylor did this. This was
wow,
Taylor's like article interview, and I was like, oh shit,
wow,
that's sick.
that's pretty fucking cool.
Like Washington City Paper or something like that. And then I started listening to the album. I didn't listen through the album, but I did start listening to the album, and I really like it. That Mr. Rogers sample, it caught me. I was like, oh shit, they're
I
wilding on.
like I like there that I have to. I want to make a beat just off of that shit, off of that whole like that whole song, and like even at the end when it's like that shit gets wild, yo.
I was like, oh wow, that I wasn't ready for that. And I love sampling, and I love hearing sampling in any genre. Like I just find sampling as like just the whole collage type aspect, like you were saying, like that's it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know, you take one shape and then you cut it up and transform it into another shape and put it amongst a whole bunch of other shapes that you just put like it's wonderful. It's what I didn't go as crazy like with a whole bunch of different tracks this time around, but I did pull from a few different tracks. And yeah, I kind of messed myself up because I had so much more time to work on this beat today. I got the crate at maybe like 3 or something like that. And then, I kind of like looked at like, just the stuff on the internet, like about the album. And then I was like, all right, yeah, let me just go do something real quick. And then someone ended up coming over. And I'm just distracted talking, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, oh shit, it's like 7 o'clock. What did, oh, okay, yeah, we gotta go. Okay, so I thought I wasn't gonna make anything for a second there. I ended up sending something in really late, which is why I also didn't even get into the live stream until like 8:30 because I made the track on my phone, so I couldn't really get into the live stream.
Wow. So Max says,
But
Max
yeah,
says that you
mission
are the
complete.
governor of shaped.
Oh, me and my shape friends.
Yo,
Yes. Pals with a parallelogram.
that's fucking. So you microwave the
man.
beat is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, I would think more of like a
Toaster
it was kind
oven,
of more like
air
a toaster
fryer.
oven. Not quite as quick. Yeah, I would say not quite as quick as a microwave or an air fryer, but definitely like a toaster oven. Definitely a toaster oven. Like yeah. It was definitely in a toaster oven for about 45 minutes. Completely frozen shitty Stouffer's lasagna. Put it in the toaster oven for 45 to 55 minutes at 380. Like, yeah. It worked out though.
That's what I was about to
Stouffer's
say.
was hitting today.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, well, is there anything that you wanted to plug?
Not a whole lot going on right now. Just working on things. I did post another project on my Bandcamp earlier today. I just kind of put it on there. I haven't even like made a post about it or nothing. I just kind of put it on there. But
Okay, Beyonce.
it's just it's just it's just another like collection sample challenges from last year. Like last year I did a project I called it Free Samples, and it had all of the sample challenges, like submissions from different ones for all of 2021. So I just put one out of all the sample challenges from 2022. And I don't know, I think it's really nice for myself just to have all of those things in like one place, because it's like it's almost like a little journal of like the year, kind of, you know what I mean? It's a monthly thing, so it's almost like I'm having like a little monthly check-in that's intentional with the Loop Sessions DMV family. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's different. And a lot of stuff was going on last year, so it's kind of like nice to look back and see, but oh yeah, this was the time when whatever was going on, or oh yeah, I definitely was about to not make this beat that day. I'm glad I did. Like, or oh yeah, I remember I was feeling really insecure about this one. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I do like this beat now.
That's dope.
So yeah, so it's nice to put that together for myself, but I don't know. Sometimes it also is nice to
Yeah.
share things like that with like other people. So yeah, Max, I totally will make a post
I
about it
literally can hear
eventually.
Max being like, girl, like,
If you don't make an IG post, I can include it.
like I can literally see Max's face in this emoji, like literally looking at you like,
And I'm having the same reaction, nervously laughing, like, "Don't, yeah, no, look at me go."
but that's beautiful. And I'm glad that you're, doing that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what I like about loop sessions too. It's like even on days when I like don't feel like doing it, it's still dope because when I go back and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I did that, Um, that's just
Yes,
that's just
yes.
cool. But yeah, so we will definitely check out that band camp. And
It. I know it's Bandcamp Friday, but it's free. Like, it's technically it's pay what you want, but like you can totally type $0 if you want to type $0. That isn't offensive. I put it as $0, but pay what you want intentionally. Because I think if you just put things like for like completely free, it's not as easy for people to search for or something weird like that. Maybe they changed that, but I know that was a thing on Bandcamp at one point. So I always, if I'm putting something out for free, I'll just leave it as pay what you want, but you don't have to pay. If you want to donate money to me, that's cool. But if it's $0, it's because I'm really not selling it.
oh,
I'd rather just give it to you. But I do like donations. I'm not trying to act like I don't fuck with money. I need that shit. I need that shit. Don't get me wrong.
I fuck with it.
It's just
Mosaic,
not everything.
Mosaic
Everything
is for the
sale.
people. Mosaic is definitely for the people.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here.
But also,
I'm here.
Mosaic needs money. We all need the money. So
Yeah.
it's a balance.
Yeah. I be trying to like eat snacks and like have like my power on. Like, you know, eat a donut every now and again. Like
those are pretty important
life.
things in my opinion. Oh shit. That's lit. Well, you know what I'm saying? If you have nothing further, we can get into your beat. You want to get it?
Let's do this. Let's get into the beat. I'm excited to hear the rest of the ones. I don't know if I missed any, but so far Taylor and Sam, fire. I'm loving it. This album, I already know this album can create like and can lead to some incredible creation. So I'm excited
Mayor
to hear what comes the rest of the
Mosaic
night.
has my vote. Like that's pretty catchy. Mayor Mosaic.
Y'all better stop putting me in this damn government. I'm moving to a new planet. Y'all try to get me in the government. That's wild. Have to call it Intergalactic Federation. Like, things ain't
I need
working
to
out.
get that on the shirt. I'm trying to move to another planet and y'all trying to get me in the government. Wow.
Like representation is cool and all, but so is a new planet.
I feel that 1,000%.
Oh man, it's been great.
It's
talking
always
to
a pleasure.
I'll say don't let me get too far down on the
This
rabbit
intergalactic
trail.
traveler of all space and time continuums.
It's been real. I think I'm gonna stay here for a little bit longer. So
Okay, we
no
don't
worries,
have to
everyone.
worry too much.
No worries.
But I bet. I'm gonna start rapping, And yeah, we about to get into your beat.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Have a good night, everyone. It's awesome to be here with y'all. Have a great rest of your night.
Most
But,
definitely.
we'll still be
Have a
talking
good
in the
rest of your
chat.
night, Mosaic. Holla at you later.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.
So yeah. Loop Sessions Intergalactic. Yo, that's pretty cool. Can we change the name to that? All right, y'all. We're about to get to this beat. What? Put it in reverse there. Oh my God. Mosaic, you are wild. Like, yo, that track was so vicious. Like, I think I might have broke my neck. That shit was just like so good. Like, so good. Like, yeah, that sample. I knew somebody was about to destroy that sample. When I heard it, I was like, somebody is going to like really go in, and Mosaic went in on that sample. Like, wow. Speakeasy type beat, most definitely. Shout out to Mosaic, the animated Delaware's finest. Delmarva. It's no longer DMV. Delmarva is what we call it. Yeah. Bandcamp Friday. Check out Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? I guess we're about to get into it. Yeah. Well, actually, who still wants to go? Who wants to go? Or did I miss it in the chat? Okay, Brian Tushy. Okay, bet. Yeah, so we'll go out to Brian, and then the other folks that are out there. I think eCrafter, you still around? We can go live with you. And anybody else that's on the live and made a beat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you send y'all's requests. Hey.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
You doing good?
Yeah, everything's cool. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, sweet.
It's good to see you. Things going well?
Yeah, everything's awesome. Just lounging here, just sitting here in the studio, lounging with the cat. Lounging with the cat here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. We got another Loop Sessions mascot.
No doubt. Hey, what's up, Deanna?
That's what's up, yo. So yeah, had you heard about this album before?
No, I haven't. No, I hadn't. I hadn't. Pretty familiar with the label though. So I looked at the credits, saw it was on Discord, so I was kind of like, all right, you know, I kind of knew what I was working with, but you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, like I feel like a lot of us got put on to this track. I mean, what's this album? You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to hear what you did with it.
Well, yeah, the process of it was really fun. Like I said, I tried to listen to as much of it as I could. Normally, I'll listen to as much of just you know kind of needle drop through everything and just pick what I like and then send a song to myself and flip it in Koala first and kind of get a feel for what I want to do with it and then just take that same sample, you know, and then just go back in Serato and then you know then that's usually what I send. But so usually I'll usually do one or two versions of it and then yeah that's usually my process. But yeah, got to listen to enough of the crate and yeah, you know.
That's
I'm
what's up.
stoked on what I did. I got to do some scratching, so I've been really focusing on the scratching a lot lately. So you know.
Oh wow, okay. That's dope. Well, I'm really excited to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate you for you know, doing a track, you know what I'm saying, taking time out.
Always fun. Always fun. This is like, you know, I definitely live for throwing down with the Loop Sessions family. So it's definitely like, you know, home
We
squad.
appreciate you, yo. We
Yeah,
appreciate.
man.
Yeah, is there anything but
Not everything. Yeah, everything. Like I said, everything's cool. You know, just been trying to skate a little bit, make a little music. You know, same as ever. You know.
okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you know what I'm
shout
saying?
out to Mag. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you don't got nothing further, we can get into your
Yeah,
beat.
no doubt, y'all. Thanks again, y'all.
Okay.
All
Have
right,
a
peace,
good rest of your
y'all.
night.
All right, later, y'all.
Peace.
All right.
All right, y'all. So we about to get into Brian Tushy's beat. Wow. Cut scene in a Tony Hawk video game. Yeah, I'm feeling that vibe. Yeah. The scratching? Wow. The scratching. Wow. Tip my hat to you, Brian Tucci. Hat tip, you know what I'm saying? That track was dope. Yeah, shout out to y'all out here, you know what I'm saying, making these tracks. That joint was vicious. The scratches were dope. Definitely giving yeah, I definitely like the aesthetic that I was giving. The sounds was definitely video game-ish. Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brian Tucci on that one. I guess we can keep it moving to Um, who else? Anybody else around that wants to go? Oh, I can. Oh yeah, the key crafter. See if the key crafter is around, and if anybody else wants to go live, make sure y'all send y'all's requests to go live if you made a beat. You know what I'm saying? If the key crafter is around, you know, or we could we could play some beats too and wait. We could definitely do that because I think Spartan Jetplex, aka Malcolm Records, was at the event, so we can play their record. You know what I'm saying? We can also play Noxious Beats beat. But maybe we could start off with Spartan Jetplex's beat, and then see if we get if anybody else wants to. Yeah, maybe Grammatical Records can hop on. Maybe we could play the beat, and then hopefully Graham can come through, and we can just do it like that. We can just play the beat. Hopefully, we can like reverse it. Play the beat. Hopefully, they come through and can talk about it afterwards, and we can just do it like that. Oh yeah, Lock made a beat too. Mags out here sending out the loop sessions, DMV back signal to people. Oh, Chris Speech is around. Dr. Nyquist. You the beat? I didn't know there was a Jay Dilla joint that came out. What's up, Obnoxious? It's funny because we were just talking about you, and then you came through to the chat. Oh damn, Neelock popped up through too. Neelock really be poofing up like a ninja. Oh, FX channel 10. Damn. Okay, since we have Obnoxious and Neelock, we'll go out to Obnoxious, and then we can go out to you, Neelock, right? And we can do it like that. Anybody else that's around, make sure to send y'all's requests to go live. Okay, so we have Neelock Nelock go, and then Obnoxious. That is fine with me. So we go on Nelock, then Obnoxious, then anybody else. Damn it. There we go. Cool. Yay. Yay. Yo, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, man?
That's real.
Making
Just taking it one day at a time, huh?
Yeah. It's been a lot going on these past few weeks, but yeah,
That's real. That's real. But yeah, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, making a beat. How'd you feel about the crate? Had you heard the band before?
No, I haven't. And to be honest, I haven't listened to the whole entire thing. But from what I've heard with a couple of tracks that I did listen to, I did like the progression of the sound from the first couple of tracks I listened to. The very first one caught my attention immediately. Because the beat I made I literally made it an hour ago because I wanted to get something in. I tried to do it like earlier, but I had
I'm sorry to hear that.
attend. Yeah, that's all good. I was supporting coming out to support for one of my Eastern Star sisters. Her daughter had passed away in a car accident a couple of weeks ago, and that's what the funeral was for. And so that came through the support and represent my lodge.
Shout out to you and condolences to them.
Yeah, most definitely, because that was I mean, like I said, I was there showing support. There were like a couple moments where it did kind of hit me, especially when the person's younger siblings came on to speak and show respects, and they broke down. I'm like, I felt that energy, and they kind of hit me. But I'm glad I was able to make some time to show support and support the family. Also, kind of help out with the after cleaning up, because it was held at one of our lodges where the funeral memorial service was taking place. So I stayed behind and helped out a little bit, and so came here, decided. I still wanted to get something done instead of just being like, okay,
channel energy.
I don't have time because I don't have enough time. No, I didn't make the excuses. Like, let me see if I can make something real quick before y'all go live. And thankfully I was able to make something real quick, little simple loop using the very first track. There were certain aspects, certain parts that I definitely heard that was like loop worthy and caught my attention. I definitely like the progression of that first track, but I am going to take some time out to listen to the rest of it. But from what I heard,
that's what's up.
I did like it.
I'm excited to hear what you did with it. I know it's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? Especially channeling that energy. I know it's going to be dope. Is there anything that you're working on? Anything that you want to plug?
Today I dropped my latest tape called PTSA Volume 1. PTSA is short for Past the Sticks and Oxes, a video game VGM beat tape. So I like 13 different soundtrack from like just different games and whatnot. Sonic, Ninja Turtles, Metroid, even like I did a Minecraft joint. I did Zelda. I also even hit like one like a more more recent game from the Cult of the Lamb soundtrack, as well as some indie game that dropped like earlier. I think like it dropped like earlier this year, or like in the last year.
Wow.
Like I flipped something on that too. But yeah, it's quick little joint. Did set it up for the pre-order earlier this weekend.
Okay.
Today was like it's the official release. Yeah, it's available now for for purchase, and also listening. Right now, I only have it on Bandcamp and SoundCloud. For being on the safe side, of course.
Say less.
Yeah, I wasn't. This one of those tapes where I'm not taking that risk trying to upload it to DistroKid and stuff like that. I would rather do that if I had more original stuff. As well as with a couple of sample flips sprinkled in between that really good, like really well chopped. But this I'm pulling a knowledge on this one. It's just gonna be right on Bandcamp, right on SoundCloud. That's it. Y'all can check it out. And if you wanna support and purchase and purchase it, it's available for $10 on,
Bandcamp. I know I'm definitely about to check that joint out. PTSA, everybody, make sure y'all fuck with it. Actually, I think I saw Chris Beach put it in the chat just now. So like, definitely got to go for it.
Yes.
Well, that's what's up. Shout out to you. Congratulations on dropping that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you probably put a lot of time and effort into it. So shout out to you on that. And yeah, I mean, speaking about your music, we're about to be blessed and hear a beat from you right now. So
yeah. Little quick little short song.
That's what's up. Well, do you have anything further that you want to say, or you want to get into it?
You just going ahead and get into it. That's really like the only like real like huge, real big release I have right now. The tape that I dropped today.
That sounds good. Well, without any further ado, we're about to get into your beat. All right, then. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your night. All right. Peace.
Do the same. Appreciate y'all.
Me like the beat, ninja. Ooh. Wow. A whole bop. Beats to 72 while ignoring the freezing rain type beat. Yeah. Wow. Me like you don't disappoint. That track was vicious. I don't even know, I don't even really know what to say. People are saying in the chat, you know what I'm saying? It's like music speaks for itself. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I'm about to start freestyling on this beat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's definitely a beat that needs some vocals. Like, oof, that beat is just so nice. Like, wow. Shout out to y'all. This is Loop Sessions DMV number 27. This is how we doing it. Really good music. Really, really good music. Yeah, oh yeah, make sure y'all check that joint
What do I
out.
tell
The
people
Needlock
about
just
hotel
dropped.
is? They look at me like
PTSA.
I'm mad.
You know what I'm saying?
But not only that, people are
And yeah,
surprised by the
shout
really
out to
unusual
you.
sounds that fish can
About to keep
make.
it moving. Um, and go out to Obnoxious. And if anybody else is around, you know what I'm saying, make sure to send y'all's request to go live. Know what I mean?
Hey,
Oh,
hey, hey.
what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you,
I'm
man?
doing pretty well. Doing pretty well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
How has the stream been so far?
The stream has been really good. Like, people have been like coming through with these. It's so wild since it was like rock music. It was like I don't know, you know,
Yeah,
you didn't really know like what people were about to bring. And so it's been kind of really like all over the place in terms of the sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
Mags had some like dance music. And then like I had some like slowed down. So it's like we were on two totally different spectrums. Um, and so it's like, you know, Neelak just had the hip hop, like we're kind of going everywhere with it. um,
nice, nice.
yeah, so I'm excited to hear what you brought to the table. Had you heard of the band before?
No, no, never. I'm gonna have to rewatch the stream. I just got home and I hopped on here. I'm gonna have to watch the stream um, to hear, Two Old Cat talk about that album and what's the context of it,
Yeah,
and I'm really curious. And yeah, like you said, it's a very interesting crate, pretty unorthodox as far as crates go.
yeah,
You don't see people sampling alternative rock that much, right? Unless you're in like a niche scene or something, I
yeah.
guess. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what everyone did with that and what Two Old Cat did with that as well.
Yeah, 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 you're right. You're right. Like, yeah, Two Old Cat can explain a lot more about the band because they interviewed the band and yeah, so like yeah. And for other people who might not have missed that part, you know, we always gonna post this so y'all can watch it later. But yeah, like yeah, like I agree with you. Like it was a first for me to kind of try to sample this type of music. So yeah, it's just been really exciting and cool to like see what people use and what parts people use. Um, you know what I mean? To like make something cool.
I didn't know about the interview, so that's very interesting. And also, I saw from a story by Mags that the band is actually aware of this
Yeah,
sessions right here.
yeah,
So that's really interesting. That's really cool.
yeah.
Um,
And actually Taylor like had a little excerpt about like so one of the band leaders was like I love hip hop sampling and actually even when making rock music he was like kind of the way he comes up and creates ideas is basically sampling like he kind of will create a
yeah,
collage of like songs or things that he likes and then takes it to the rock band and then
yeah,
they kind of recreate that, and it's just like, damn, that's wild.
yeah. I really didn't have much time to make the beat, so I listened really quickly to the album, but I I could swear I heard some like almost hip hop thing. Like, wasn't there like a break beat somewhere
Yeah,
in there?
yeah. I forget the name of the song, but
Yeah,
it is one. It's like the one song that kind of stands out from all of them.
right.
And it has a Mr. Rogers sample on it. Um,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it has a sample.
Okay, so
Pretty cool.
but I thought I heard like a break beat or at least some like maybe electronic beat drums. I mean, like not real studio drums. Like I thought I heard some sampling on there, so that's interesting that this rock band is into sampling. So I hope they like the playlist. You know, SoundCloud playlist.
Most definitely, I think they will. Yeah, is there anything that you wanted to plug? Anything you're working on?
No. I did use the bass line. You know, one of the songs starts with the bass line, just a bass alone. I'm sure I'm not the only person who used that bass line for the beats. So I'm looking forward to hear everyone. But no, I don't have anything to plug. Although, you know, happy to be here on Loop Sessions Delmarva. If I may, you know, just food for thought, just a suggestion. Maybe Loop Sessions Delmarva becomes Delmarva Mo, because the Montreal spirit is always in LSDMV. You know, it's always
That's very
being
true.
felt. So, you know, just a thought. Let me know what you think of it. Mosaic, if you're down. If you're not down, that's cool. You know, Delmarva all the way, all day.
I'm
Okay.
totally for Delmarva Mo. Loop Sessions Delmarva Mo. We're changing it. We're changing it. That's cool.
Shout out Mosaic. Shout out Holden in the chat, I believe.
Yes.
Holden was there.
Yes.
Shout out Mosaic.
Yes. Shout out to Mosaic. That was such a funny video. Well, yeah, without further ado, we're about to get into your beat.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and have a great night.
You too. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.
Thank you. Peace.
All right, y'all. Obnoxious Beats. Yo, that beat was fire. Fire. Max has me cracking up, though. Y'all all have me cracking up in this chat. Delmarva makes me think of health insurance. Delmarva Plus. Delmarva Mo sounds like a retired boxer. Wow. This is Delmarva Mo's interest song. This does actually sound like an interest. Like, I could definitely see a boxer coming out like with this playing in the background. Like, yeah, I'm all for that. Delmarva Mo, especially the Mo part. I think it's pretty funny since people, especially in DC, say Mo. So like, I feel like Delmarva Mo still kind of has that kind of DC essence, even though we're incorporating Montreal, because we're all about unity here in Loop Sessions. Loop Sessions Delmarva Mo. You know what I'm saying? The beat was dope, obnoxious. Like that joint was official. Like take it easy, Nilot. But yeah, is it? Oh yeah, we still got another. Okay, yeah, we'll go live with Grimalkin Records. And anybody else, please send your requests. Go live.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? Oh,
I'm a guest speaker. We are walking the streets of Harrisonburg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were at Mac Rock.
That's what's.
So, yeah, how are you doing?
We're doing pretty good. That's just been going pretty well. How y'all doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's a little chilly today.
Yeah.
The heck, it was hot. Now it's cold. So yeah.
Wild, right? It was like 80. Well, I know up here it was 80 degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
yes. It was hot. Like for me, I don't know.
Yeah,
just
it's like 40 right now.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, really cool crate. I couldn't hear anything. I was like watching, but I couldn't hear anything because we were in this venue. But
oh yeah,
I'll have to check out everybody's tracks. But I was like, I can't miss. Like, I can't miss loop sessions. So I'm glad I was.
Gotta keep that streak.
I gotta keep my streak. But yeah, and and my track that I made it last night, and I didn't have like a chord with me that I needed to do the stuff I typically do. So I had to improvise. So I feel like it's kind of crappy, but whatever.
I know.
It isn't what I would have wanted to have done had I had everything I really needed. And so, but anyway.
A little microwave beat. We're all here for it.
Yeah, yes, definitely microwaved.
Had you heard of the band before?
I have, but I really haven't listened too much. So like that was really cool to, I'm going to have to listen to that. I haven't heard that album in full before. So yeah, but I have heard of Beautiful before. So it was really cool. And also just a cool little like coincidence with like Taylor picking the crate, and they actually wrote a review and a feature that was in Flood magazine for So Nice Yesterday, which is really cool. And they just dropped their track in their the pre-order for their album. I'm sorry, I'm like walking.
Yeah.
No, it's cool.
I have like my allergies and asthma are like kicking in. So, but anyway.
No, that's real. But shout out to Taylor.
Yeah.
And,
yes. Yeah, Taylor.
That's.
Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah. I don't know. Oh, stuff to promote. Yeah. Yeah, so nice yesterday. Everyone should check out Visions, and the pre-order's out. It's Bandcamp Friday. And
it is.
the So Nice Yesterday album is so awesome. And it's like their first album in like a lot of years. And if for those that might not know, Burko, she's our chair and our board chair for Grimalkin. And anyway, yeah. And next Friday, Lou Crocuta's album is out, Chastity Platinum Dead Scream. And then, yeah, Eli and I are here at Mac Rock. We're doing the Label Expo here tomorrow. We played today, this afternoon. Both of us played on the same lineup. And then we're doing a Label Expo tomorrow and a panel discussion on accountability in music tomorrow. And then Jason Jamal, another artist we work with, they're playing tomorrow night, which is really cool.
That's dope. Oh, shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
And shout out to you making a beat, even though, you got a show today and everything popping through, keeping it
the commitment and the work ethic.
I planned it. I was like, oh, I have to make this happen. And then I like brought all the stuff, and then I like forgot this one little thing I need for the cord to go into my computer. I was like, what the fuck? But I made it work.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know, we won't
Well,
keep you too long. I know y'all walking out in the cold and stuff, so
I know. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll let you go, and you don't have to hear my like out of breath walking anymore.
you're hilarious, Grim. But no,
Well,
thank you. Always good
yeah.
talking with you. Shout out to you too, Eli.
Hey,
Yay,
Eli.
Eli.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah,
Yoo-hoo!
good to see
All
y'all.
right.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Well, yeah,
Talk.
we about
All right.
to get
Cool.
beat, and we'll talk with y'all later.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right,
Bye.
peace.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We about to get an inspiring Jetplex's track. Grim is goaded. That's real, yo. Wow. Shout out to Spartan Jetplex on that track. Very trippy. Yeah, I loved it. Especially the vocals too. Like, and the lyrics. Like, that's real. So I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love cool vocals and simple ones. Feel. What's it, Kip? Yo, shout out to Spartan Jetplex on that. Um, I think that's everybody. Make yourself known. If not, we're about to get the Sports Center ESPN nightly recap with Mags before my phone dies, which is running kind of low. But hey, we battery remaining. But yeah, we about to do it. You know what I'm saying? We about to do that. Shout out to y'all that came through and made beats. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing it. Shout out to Spartan Jetplex. Shout out to Malcolm Records. Shout out to Taylor again for providing this crate that I think everybody really fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Spartan Jetplex. Shout out to
And we're back.
we are back.
Wow. Everybody really came in at like, what's the sports term for like the last possible fucking minute?
Clutch.
That's not the sports term, is it? What in the ninth inning or some shit?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
That's
I don't know.
clutch.
I don't know. I don't watch sports.
That's
like that. But what did you think of all the beats tonight?
I think they were amazing. It was so cool because like I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? And it was like everybody really brought this collage of sounds, you know?
Yes.
I really like, I feel like I really like this session because there's so much variety in the like sounds. And to hear that people were like, this is the first time of them like, you know, really trying to sample some shit like this. So I think for many reasons, this crate definitely stands out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I completely agree. I was super happy with like the way everyone was talking about like the album itself, especially because like I don't think it got its due justice when it first came out, and I feel like the whole theme of tonight was let the music speak for itself. Yeah, Mose, you got my hair? You got my hair?
Big fan.
I'm feeling my zhuzh tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, no, tonight I feel like the music did speak for itself. And I think what it spoke to more importantly was what I was mentioning earlier tonight is that, you know, you guys don't always have to sample the same kind of music, especially when like sampling is so deeply associated with hip hop and people think, oh, they hear sampling, that means, oh, I have to make a hip hop beat, or oh, I have to be making hip hop when I'm sampling, and that's not true. Like, not only do rock artists sample, but you can also sample rock music. It doesn't just have to be like funk or classical music or whatever. You know, it can be anything that speaks to you and you reconstruct it and you piece it together like a mosaic. You see how, do you
Wow.
see how the, open it, open your third eye, right there, you know? Yes.
No, but seriously, I agree totally. Yeah, like literally, you know, because I feel like actually, I just saw this. Yeah, it was like I think P. Diddy pays um that fucking god damn it. That sample that he used from that really popular song by that really popular band. Apparently he pays them $5,000 a day because of the sample.
A
And it was
day?
you know, it's like an 80s rock band. I forget the name of the song. Sting. Yep.
Was it
Yep.
Sting? I love Sting so much.
Yeah.
Uh,
5K a day.
I feel like that's so wild to me. Like, you couldn't even like figure out a day, like a yearly stipend. They said, no, I want to count my money every day.
It's like, can you even fathom that?
And make sure you didn't skip a day. Like, multiply $5,000 by 365 and think about how many years that's been happening. Or did he just start to this year?
I don't know, but like, yeah, because this shit's not stopping. Like, this is for like ever, my nigga. Like,
He said
niggas,
bad boys for life.
like these niggas is getting 5Gs for life for real. Like, and that's just off of that sample.
Like,
That's off of that sample. So not even, you know, I guess this actual song that, you know, yeah, it's pretty wild.
like $5,000 a day is not even something I can fathom, especially because, you know what? I just fucking paid my taxes the other day and I like want to cry. Like, I'm just like, why? And now 5,000 a day?
Who's the president of Canada again? What's his name?
Trudeau.
That's what it is. Trudeau.
He has to come fix this. I'm not happy.
Trudeau coming from them pockets.
Use your political power. Do something. Where is Ja Rule? Where is Ja?
Oh, Trudeau coming from them pocketbooks.
Somebody please think of the children. And by children, I mean me. I'm baby. I shouldn't be paying this much in taxes.
Nah, seriously. I
It's
feel
not
you on that,
fair.
Vic. Like, yeah, nah. Um, I mean, black people shouldn't pay taxes, period. But that's
And that's the other thing,
that. But
right?
you know,
They should be paying
obviously,
us.
but you know, we're not gonna go there tonight. You know what I'm saying?
We left
But
that
yeah,
in Melon in March. Now it's Africa April.
you know what I'm saying. Melon March, African April. I'm here for it.
Yes.
1000% here for it. But yeah, definitely shout out to Taylor again on this record. It was really dope. I feel like people were really creative with what they did and what they wanted to accomplish with their beats. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you can really tell people took time to make these joints, and it sounds really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I actually, like I like people have said, like I hope they hear it and be like, damn, like they really took this shit and flipped that shit. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool.
That would be cool.
But anyway, even if they don't, like this playlist is about to be dope as fuck.
This playlist is about to be so much fun, y'all. Like, and it's so different. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just happy that y'all came through, and I knew you would, because Loop Sessions, DMV, well, whether it's the DMV or Delmarva or Delmarva Mo or Mount Delmarva, we ain't no punk bitches.
Loop Sessions, Delmarva, Mo Plus.
Okay?
We're always looking for additions.
Yes. Exactly.
That's
I'm saying, when y'all come up this summer for my birthday, and I keep saying it,
yeah.
This is when the Delmarva Mo will happen for real.
Yeah.
That's what we gonna
that
see.
would be lit. Do a Loop Sessions DMV Montreal special for Max's birthday.
I mean, low key, that is what it is. I'm not gonna give no spoilers, but y'all just are gonna have to show up. Y'all are just gonna have to show up. That's all. Y'all are just gonna have to show up. So.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, there's some things coming down the pipe this summer that I think people are happy about.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, baby. This summer, we're not playing with y'all. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Just keep your calendars open. But, yes, we're going to get into your beat.
I played it after yours.
Huh?
I played it after yours.
Where was I? Wait, no, that's true. You did. What was I doing? I literally commented after you played it, too. How did that escape my mind so fucking fast? I got so excited about this summer, I damn near forgot what happened today.
Yeah, no, that's real. But it's cool, though.
God
you know
damn.
what I'm saying? This session was really dope. Yes. Yeah, I'm excited about this summer too, so that's why I'm like, but I don't want to say too much. So we about to just say, y'all keep a lookout the next Loop Sessions, April 12th. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. May 12th. Yeah. What am I talking about?
See, now we're both confused.
Yeah.
Now we're both lost in the sauce, is what it is.
Lost in the sauce.
May 12th.
May 12th.
By none other than our very own Brian Tucci.
Okay.
Tucci is coming with the crate. All right. Another DC springtime cherry blossom crate.
I think one of Brian's friends said the touche is loose, and
the touche is loose. The touche is loose. That's another piece of merch.
Yeah.
We need merch for Tucci. We need merch for Lauren. We need merch for Mosaic.
Yeah.
And then we could all pull up to Delmarva Mo and represent.
For the set.
For the set. You know? And I am very excited about this next crate. I'm just loving this variety that we're getting. And this next one, y'all, the children are not ready. So that's why we're giving y'all an extra week to prepare, is what it is. So May 12th, Friday, May 12th, crate drops May 11th. Brian, 2C on the crate. Be there or be square or any other kind of shape, because you know what? Mosaic, governor of shapes. That's on period.
Period. The touche is loose. We about to be out here making shapes.
Yes. Well, if there isn't anything else to elaborate on, I need to go have dinner and watch this drag race reunion because I heard it's dramatic as fuck. So
That sounds like a good night.
yes, I'm very excited. On that note, beautiful, kind people, it was another lovely session. Yeah. And as usual, the playlist will be up tomorrow. So if anybody has not sent in their beat or they haven't finished it, send it. Send it because it will be up tomorrow. Okay?
Oh. All right, y'all. Well, peace, love, and blessings. Always a pleasure.
Yes.
Loop Sessions DMV number 27 coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's night. We
have a
out.
good night, everybody. QC's bye-bye.